Hey, welcome everyone again to Live Chat Back. It's wonderful to be here again, and thank you so much for your questions. Look, we've had some awesome comments too, haven't we, guys?
Yeah,
so thank you.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, some of you are really putting some of the stuff into place. Good on you. That's what it's all about. Look, we're going to get straight into it here. We've got our first question from Kathy, who's here in Australia. Now, Kathy said, last week, guys, in fact, Anthony, it was you talked about Facebook being social. What exactly do you mean by that? And we're putting up products, we're doing things like that, but we're actually really lost as to what to do with Facebook. So, Anthony, do you want to pick that up and take it?
By being social, it means like you don't walk up to somebody and just grab them and start telling them what's on offer in your business. You build some repertoire between you, and you form a relationship, and that's how you get into it. And this should be the same on social media. It's not about pushing what you do and what your salon has to offer, but more about engaging people and getting them to comment and replying to their comments and getting feedback from them. Putting up products are great, especially if it's a new product launch. And, you know, it might be something like for curly hair, but don't put it up and say, hey, we've got product X for curly hair. Mention something about, find out who has problems with curly hairs, what problem they have, and that you've got a solution for it. The same as any sort of marketing we do. It's about providing solutions to problems. But we're doing it in a way that's more social. It's not just push advertising. It's attraction marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. And following on from what Anthony's saying, there's something that we often say is know you, like you, trust you. That's what your clients go through before they do business with you. And I loved Anthony's description because it's so true. It's like walking up to someone in the street and saying, "Will you marry me?" They go, well, hang on, I actually don't know you yet. So what do? You actually take them on a date. You go out for a cup of coffee. You get to know one another. And then they go, do you know what? I think I quite like you. And then from there you have another date. And then you'll say, do you know what? I'd like to spend some more time with you. And I now trust you. So any relationship is exactly the same. So yeah, Facebook is one of those things where again, just to broaden on what Anthony is saying, is it's a place for people to meet and hang out, get to know, like, and trust you.
Yeah. And I think, the thing that people get lost with Facebook, it's about engagement. And engagement means response. Now, it doesn't necessarily... See, if you're looking at the technical side and you're looking at Facebook, right, you don't have to necessarily be talking about hairdressing, right? You can be saying, who knows who the best coffee shop is in the area, and then you'll start getting replies. That creates engagement. That's when actually Facebook starts working for you. And the important thing is that your message needs to go out. You don't always want to be just putting about hair or about products, but you need things that are interesting. It might be something that's topical. It might be something that picks up Sparky and throws him through the window.
Shall I get him and show everyone?
Yeah.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is this is Sparky, and
here we go.
He's rather notorious. Yeah. Whenever I start speaking, Sparky either nicks my sausage roll. The other week
this is
we
Sparky,
was sitting
everyone.
down. Yeah.
He is a bit of a naughty boy.
Yeah. But
he's gorgeous.
But anyway, so it's about engagement, and it's about trying to get people to talk back to you. So when you're thinking about whatever you post on Facebook, try and look at it in a way that's saying, well, I'm going to post that. Will that make someone want to talk to me? And it's like exactly what Anthony said, which is a great analogy. It's like going up to someone in the street, right? And if you just says to them, "Here's a bottle of shampoo. Do you want to buy it? It's only $15 or whatever," they'd go, "Well, go away." Yeah. But if someone started talking to you like in the pub and you met them, and they started saying, I went to a hairdresser's and they taught me how to do this. Fantastic, So that's what engagement's all about.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is that social. We're talking about social, so it's just another form of marketing. We say that the best the best type of marketing you get is referral marketing, and of course that's where Facebook comes in. It's so great for that. It's social. You're depending on people's networks, and you're thinking that things are going to go viral. So that's really where I think Facebook really comes into its own. And I think, and like anything online, people are actually going online to actually find out information. So I think that if you can provide some information in there too, that's really great. I think Anthony was talking about the product. Rather than just mention the product, you might be a short video on actually how to use that product, and you all of a sudden become an expert. And if you're an expert and you have somebody that's on your Facebook page and say, hey, I saw this video on Facebook, and they'll send you the link. They'll send one of their network the link, and that's how these things work. They're viral. It's social. That's what social things are.
Actually, in next month's So magazine, we have a book section, and there'll be a link to a really good book that'll help you get engagement on Facebook, and it's called Newsjacking. So check out So next month, and it'll be in there.
The thing to remember is that, as we said, I think last week, make sure that you've got a strategy. We see people all the time using Facebook to try and engage their clients, but have a strategy. It's like an exit strategy. It's saying, well, this is my objective, this is what I want to do. It might be sell colour, all right? So have a colour story running up to that. Don't just put an offer up for colour, have a colour story, all right? Start using that so that then you say, that's the end game, that's where I need to be, and then work backwards. So say, well, if that's gonna, that colour offer is gonna be, say, in 2 weeks' time, a week's time I need to be here, and today I need to be here. And that will start giving you a really clear strategy to do that. But again, we'll be putting a lot of this stuff in some more information for you. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have huge resources because marketing strategy is like massive.
Yeah.
It's really massive, and rather than just going and doing one thing.
Yeah, and social media, that's just a huge topic all on its own.
Yeah.
And like, we did an interview a few weeks ago with Patrick McIver, and he said, and he's so right, that, that salons are the original social media platform. And he's dead right. Just absolutely, just perfect.
And that back issue of So is available.
Absolutely.
And you need to go and get that, and it's wonderful. Patrick is now a writer for So magazine. He's part of our team, so I know he'll be watching this. We welcome you, Patrick. It's so awesome to have you on board. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that our answers have taken you just another little step further, and you just go and have yourself the most fantastic week. Cheers from the clubhouse.
Cheers.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.